Dorothy here with Done by Dorothy. We are starting our Springtime in Paris journal today. So I thought I would sort of pull out and we would do some things today. If you guys know me pretty well, I've been ill, had a lot of issues. So this is going to be sort of contingent on how my voice travels with us. So if I feel my voice sort of wearing out, I'll try to pull it closed and be back tomorrow with a brand new one, picking up where I left off. So first thing I wanted to do is I did want to do one of my what is the word I want to think of? One of my little notepads that I do. I had somebody ask about that again, and I usually tear mine just because I sort of like that rough edge on them. So let me grab my ruler over here, and this is an old dingy, just a plain old metal ruler, and I find it works really well. I folded that just because I like to sort of have it as a guide, but it doesn't have to be exact. Then I can just tear like that. And then on these, oh, how about we do, fold it in a third, I guess, roughly. And again, I do not measure these. I just sort of let them go rough. Let me go ahead and do the other one. So that'll give us 6 pages. I have glitter on me, so I'm sorry if that was shiny. And it's 6 pages, and I'll probably actually do one in the coffee dyed, and then another in the turquoise. This is sort of blended, and so we have 2 different ones. I like building the same ephemera, but giving it that different look. And like I said, if this tears off on the edge, I don't worry about that. I sort of like that eclectic look you get, just sort of everything not being the same. So, and then we'll decorate them and do them up. I thought they would look really cute with a couple of little word tags across the top. So we'll see how that looks when we get it all done. And let me grab one of the bright blues. And again, like I said, I mean, you can do it really rough and, well, here, I'll do this one this way. And just freehand it. You just have to be really careful so you don't risk that. My thing is when I do that, I usually end up ripping it and it goes like halfway up the page somewhere. And again, I'm not going to worry if they're even width-wise or whatever, because I like it like that. And I don't mind if like one side's finished and one side's not. I know some people would want to rip both sides, and if that's something you want to do, then that's totally up to you. Okay, so I was looking to see if the one bad thing about getting everything back together is, you gotta figure out where you have everything scattered. Okay, so let me get these together. And again, like I said, there is no rhyme or reason. So, I mean, if you want, I like doing the straight finished edges at the top. That's just sort of what I like to do. So there's those. Let's see, we'll use embrace. I like the word embrace. And how about we start off with using a Paris? Or, well, here, let's use Paris and France. We can use the pink with the brown because I think that would look really good. And this has a hint of the blues and different colors in it, so I think that would go really well with that. Okay, so I'm looking and I've left my stapler, so let me pause and I will be right back with you. Okay, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience. And these I'm just gonna do a little basic one because I'm just gonna do these where I can just glue the back page down. So it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm just gonna staple these. Maybe 2 little staples. It's good, I guess. Grab this one. Staple this across the top. Okay, so we have those. Let's find something to put underneath there. Hold on, I'm grabbing my junk tote. I should have some of this scrap of this brown paper. I think would look really cool underneath there. See what I have that's really, so there's a scrap of some ribbon. Need some paper doily. So how about we just let that work. Okay, so let me sort of uncrinkle this a little bit. It was all in my box. It was sort of all folded up together. I wanted to say crinkly, but just a little bit more, not so crinkly. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't want that straight edge on there. Sort of thin this down some too. And I've just got my scrap box back here that I'm pulling out of is what I'm pulling out of. Oh yeah, see, I like that. So it's sort of little, like this one not so straight here. There we go. This one look really good on the blue. Yeah, see, I like that. Then let's sort of angle it a little bit, and we'll put the little doily up in the corner and see how that looks. You can tell these are little scraps I've just had thrown in my little box, just waiting for that perfect day to use them, and apparently that perfect day is today. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can do this one this way, I guess. That way we have one angled both ways. Let me make sure that I have that in focus. Yeah, I have that where you guys can see that really good. Okay, so let's remove that way. Right like that. Little scissors. Let me sort of see if we can. This is just a little scrap piece of muslin. It's actually the yeah, the selvage all across it, but I kept it because, you know, you're always looking for little scraps of stuff, so it works out perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking we put this like this. Let's see. Sort of pull it out a little bit so it sticks out like that. Oops, wrong one. Although that one looks really good on there too, though. And then let's put this maybe from the top. I don't really want it from the bottom because I like to, you know, keep as much of this down here that we can write on. And that way we can flip over our pages and be able to write on it underneath. I think that'll look good. Yeah, and I think this one, since it's sort of bare over here on this side, I'll sort of do a corner. Sort of flip it under the corner where it sort of sticks out some. Oh, let's maybe pull it up a little bit more where it's cat a corner right there on the, there we go. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. Let's pray that my art glitter glue won't be acting crazy on me today. The other day I tried to use it and it just, for whatever reason, was not wanting to work. Okay, so okay. Should I put the right side down? I do that every once in a while with doilies. You're not paying attention, you end up putting the wrong side down. Yeah, my glue's gonna act all crazy now. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna put a little glue on the bottom half of this, just enough to sort of stick it down in there. And make sure I get my other glue pulled out, because this is just not work. I mean, it's working, but it's just not wanting to. Sometimes the tip gets all oobly oobly. Yeah, it seemed like I had a bunch of gunk up in there. It's like, I don't know why it's coming out dark either. I don't know. It's almost like something's got on the end of it, or my child's played with it, which is probably more of the chance of anything. Happens when you have a 16-year-old who loves to create as much as you. Okay, so there's that little one, just, you know, and so when I fold a page, we have our folded page, and I mean, a lot of you guys, if you've been around for a while, you've seen me do this before. Well, I always tend to, you know, sometimes do it in different ways. Let me put some more glue under there. Put this back in here just to see if that'll help some. And you just glue it on your page, and then you sort of have a nice little decoration on your page, but it gives you more journaling than what your page would too. So there we go. And let's get this one down. Yeah, see, it's like some paints in there or something. I'm not sure. Oh, there it comes out white. Maybe it was just, I wonder if she's lost my pen and put a new pen in it. Because if you get a pen in it and you put a pen in there, yeah, see how it's, I don't know if you guys can tell how it's rusty looking. That's what's happened. My pen has been replaced with a non-stainless steel pen, so I'm gonna have to work on that and get that fixed. Let's see, we have that one on that side, so this one will do this way. And we'll just drop some on here because I want to put this up here, and then we'll just lay our tag right on top of it. Fit it all together. But yeah, I thought we'd work on some ephemera. I don't want to do the cover first because I'm not sure exactly how big this is going to be. So we will do the cover last. Sometimes I do them first, sometimes I do them last. Yeah, I really like that. And the pink looks really good with the brown. So yeah, so we got two little notebooks to use inside. I mean, that was pretty simple, right? Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so I'm going to set those to the side. Put my little pen back in here. Okay. Then I wanted it to, let me see, I'm going to try to find them. Find them in our pile of ephemera. We have two little frames. Yes, we do. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I was thinking I would like to I think we will. Let me pull out some of my transparency sheets. Second to get it open. Okay. There we go. And these I got from the Goodwill, so they do have the paper strip, so you can 3-hole punch them, which I'm not going to worry about. I mean, it's not, you can just grab the paper part and rip it off if you don't want to use it. So it's really, really simple to fix if you're not wanting to use it. And then let me grab my paper cutter. Okay, so let's see. Let's measure these out. So my little frame opening is roughly 1.5 inches by 2 1/8. So we'll do 2.5. Well, we'll do 3 by 2.5, and it'll fit 3 by 2.5. So just shove through here and get this lined up at 3. And then I'm going to cut another section by 3. So yeah, I'm cutting 2 sections by 3. I know it's hard to see with this being clear. Okay, so 2 3-inch sections. Then I know, let's see, they're 2.5 inches wide. So I need to cut this at, I'm going to cut it at about 5. So you're going to have 3 by 5 piece basically. 5 inches in my length, and I'll put my little scrap to the side. Let me put this back over to the 5, and we'll do the second one. Okay. Because I actually had 2 little frames, and I thought we would make sort of a shaker frame out of it. Now, I got these by hand, so they're not totally exact, but I think I can, well, maybe we'll back these and make 2 separate ones. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. I want to back these. And I'll back these with coffee dyed, but I'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take these and fold these, and these are sort of hard to see because they're clear. And I've never done it this way, so we're going to try and see about doing it this way, because I thought it would be sort of neat if we could. So just smash those down. Let me fold this one in half. So we're just going to copycat from one to the other. So we'll see. Okay, now I do have some double-sided tape. So I'm gonna start with cutting it this way. And then what I thought I would do is, this is 1/2 inch. So what I thought I would do is, you know, put half of it on the inside. I cut it too short actually. Let me cut this a little bit longer. Actually, let me see, let me just do it this way. This way might be a little easier, and I can just put it on there and then trim it. And I'll do that all the way around on 3 sides. So I'm just gonna put this about halfway over. It doesn't have to be exact. And you may want to put, like, you know, some sort of, I don't know, you know, do it on glass or something like that, or, you know, whatever, if you don't want to stick into your surface, especially if you've got like a paper surface or something like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do it down this side too, just because we do need some adhesive over there too, so that doesn't have to be as exact. Okay, so have it like that. All right, okay. So this one I'm just going to go ahead and fold over and get him out of the way, because he doesn't matter. So we'll keep him over there. Okay, so then I'm going to, if I can get the paper to separate. Let me grab a little sticky point. Yeah. This isn't my favorite. This is, this double-sided tape is by American Craft. And I don't care for it as much as I really like my, well, I'll tell you in a minute if I can think of what it's called. Okay. Oh, wow. Anyway, my other double-sided tape that I normally use is an 1/8 of an inch, and I really score tape. Whew! Wow. I told you guys I've been sick and my brain is just doesn't want to function. That I'm going to leave there because it'll pick up with the other. But okay, let me pull this up. I wonder if that was going to do that. I was hoping it wouldn't. Sorry if I was out of camera for that. You guys are, every once in a while, you know, you get to do something and it just gives you fits. This is going to be one of those things, I think. I may have to devise another way. But, I mean, I think sometimes, you know, people think that, you know, oh, you do YouTube videos, therefore, you never have to redo anything. Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Actually, most of the time it's not the case. You'd be surprised. Perfection is not. Okay. There we go. And let's get this side folded down. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab, I have a little box up here, and I'm just going to use it just to sort of hold my little thing in place. Then I have some of this glitter. This is jumbo. This is actually golden. I got this from Walmart. So, you know, it's fairly inexpensive. I don't use the shaker part because I find it. So I'm just going to dump some in there. Not a massive amount. I mean, just, there's probably, I don't know, 40 little things. And then I have this. And I love this. It's almost like a sea glass is what it reminds me of. Or, I don't know. It's really pretty. But it's like this blue iridescent. And I'm going to put some of that in there. Not a massive lot. Just, you know. Oh, I probably a nickel or a dime's worth. In size. You know. Anything huge. Okay, let me get my thing, because I'm not going to try to play with this glitter because it will give me pains, and I know that. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold my plastic down right over top. And I'm going to grab my bone folder and just sort of, you know, make sure you press that together good, because I did have a couple bumps in there where, you know, it didn't want to go together real great. I'm going to put that down. Okay. And this is why I use like a hard plastic or a glass surface, because it pulls right back up, but it still stays sticky. So I can shake my shakery down, my blue and my gold, and sort of, you know, you want to move it around a little bit so you can actually get your stuff where it's more mobile. Mobile, I guess is the word to use. Okay, I have this, and I'm going to go ahead and, where's my sticky tool? Woo! It took off on me. Did you guys see that? I'm going to go ahead and pull this side up. I'm going to go ahead and leave that other side on there because we'll do that in a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and just trying to figure out. No, I guess it's not. I don't know. There's some little bitty stuff in there, but I think that's off of other stuff. And I'm going to just sort of centrally position it around. And I mean, it's going to get covered up, so it really doesn't matter. And then once I get it on the paper, I'm going to go back around with my bone folder and just make sure that I'm applying as much pressure as I can, you know, to attach that on there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off now because I can do that. Keep it out of the way. Let me trash away. And I'm going to go ahead and okay, that's on that side. So, and I've got a big width here, so I mean, I can sort of not have to worry about it as much, you know what I mean? So, and that is a real narrow piece, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and put another piece there. I'm going to leave the top open. I decided I wanted to slide this down some, so bear with me. It isn't going to hurt anything. It's still going to be sticky. And I can fold it up as far as that is, but I thought I would, that way it's a little bit wider. So I'm going to pull this one off too. Okay, there we go. Slide it over a little bit more. Okay, now I can pull the paper backing off. And I'll just grab this tape and fold it up on itself. That'll just give it a little bit more. That one I didn't have to because it's right there, but I did need to pull this up so I can pull this one off. I'm hoping on my end camera where you guys can see, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not over here. I gotta get... It's hard to work sometimes when you're doing this teeny tiny little stuff with... Okay, so there we go. And then, let's see, what do... You know what? Let's do this. Well, this... Nope, it's a little too narrow. Well, let's grab one of our tags that we like. Let's see, what do we like? I want something that that's sort of plain. Or we could put it on the back of one of them because the bags are really plain. Let's do that. This one might be really pretty to do because it's got the text and stuff. Okay, so you can see where the double-sided tape was sticking out a little bit on the edge where I folded it over. So you just tuck it around, not a big problem. And so you've got your double-sided tape here, here, and here. Just got all your little shaky things in there. And I'm just going to line it up as even as I could get it, you know, without trying to have somebody come measure it for me. There we go. And then I'm just going to make sure that I use a bone folder and do that So you have the little shakery, which is really pretty. I love how that's the blue and the gold just really offsets this. So there's the front of the card. And again, I have inked all around my edges. There's that. Then the really cool thing is I'm trying to find, oh, let's use Inspire. And Steph always gives us lots and lots of things, but shows us these little rectangles to use for belly bands, things like that, or whatever. I don't want to use that one because it's sort of want to stay. Man, that one might look really pretty. So what I'm thinking is I might put a little word in there, slide it in there, so we have the word Inspire behind it. Have your little word in there. You can pull it up and then, I don't know, maybe we'll leave that for a picture. It'd be perfect for a little picture. But I like the words in there too. I love the, sorry, I know you guys are probably like, what is she doing? And just making sure that when you put it in there, sometimes it helps if you sort of help in the, there. And then you just sort of make it where it wants to move around a little bit more. Okay, so let's see. Let's use Inspire. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it this way. And I think what I'm going to do, let's see, if I fold this in half, that'd be enough. It's still going to leave just a little tag at the top. So let's do that. I thought it would be cute just to, we'll try it out and see. Like I said, this is a newer one. I've not did one with the little photo frame. Again, I think I want to Inspire this way. I don't want it all the way at the bottom. I want to leave a little bit of room because I know, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll slide it down a little bit more. There we go. Trying to center it up a little bit. Okay. Then I'll fold it over. I'm going to crease it. Then because I creased it, I'm going to, let me put my pen back in my glue. And get my crease. And yes, I need to replace my ink pad, but I get, you know, you get used to using the same one and it's like, oops. Okay, so we have that. There we go. So you can see your word Inspire in there. I could have dropped it down maybe a little farther. Let's just trim this off. Oh, it'll drop it down a little bit farther. And don't be afraid to like trim something up or to change it up a little bit. I mean, there is no, I'm the first one to say there's no new idea under the sun, and there's not. But there's a whole lot of different little ways that you can change things. There you go. Oh yeah, see, I like that a lot better. It tucks in there where you can pull it out. Sort of as a little hidden tuck that you can write something on. But at the same time, you can still see the word Inspire on there. So yes, I really do like that. Okay, so I will end up punching this and putting something in there later. But let's put this over with our little notebook. Let's do our next one. I'm going to pause so I can grab a drink, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, and I am back. Like I said, I am so sorry about that, you guys. I know that's probably aggravating for you guys, but I just can't help it. Okay, so let me get my little blue box back over here. This is one of my favorite ones. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. And you just, you know, do the best you can around it. You just want to make sure you get all the way around it. Even if you get a little bump in there like that, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. But you need to make sure you get all the edges around, because if you don't, your glitter or whatever you put in there will slide out. And you don't want that. Let me slide this up. Get down there. There we go. And again, sometimes they get silly and it wants to slide over on itself. When it does that, I just fold it over. It works just the same. Okay, so sprinkle a little gold. Ooh, maybe a little bit too much gold. And if you need to, slide off. Sprinkle a little blue. There we go. I'm gonna grab this and just lay it right down on there. Make sure I get it flat. Then I'm just gonna take my bone folder and sort of slide it along there, make sure it's attached really good. I mean, we'll do that 15 more times, so it will be fine. Okay, I'm just going to fold this back on itself. And yes, I did that one a little bit different because this one's going this way, so it'll have the clear at the top without any tape. And I was thinking, see, that's a little too wide. Let me see, because there was a couple little things on here that I thought would be really cute. Oh, I want to do one of the playing cards on the back. I thought would be really cute. So I'm going to put this glue, put it down in there. Right. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I just folded that over. Silly, silly. Okay, there we go. And then I thought we have that there, and looking to see, because I had, let me find it. Okay, so thought we could use this to trim it out, but I don't think I want to do that. I sort of actually like that on there like that without, I mean, you can't see the glue because it's clear, obviously. I think I just want like maybe some lace hanging off the bottom. Let me grab, I'm looking to see what I have that might match in there. Sorry, you guys, you're hearing all the stuff fly around back here. Ooh, that might be sort of neat. I don't think it would go really well, but yeah, I actually think maybe some of this across the bottom would look really cute. Just sort of hanging off the bottom as a decoration. Or maybe across the top. I don't know, I almost feel like it needs something through there even though nope, I don't like that. I have some other, that would sort of be cute. Little scalloped edge. We could even run it up the side. Have it hanging off the side some. It would just sort of, oh, we could go all the way around the edge of the card. That would be really cute. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's see if we can do this. And yes, you are seeing me do this. Let me trim it there and then we'll fold it under. Hopefully I have enough I can go around the card. I think I do. That might be really cute, actually, with the little edge all the way around it. Okay. This makes things a little easier to work on, I think. Okay. This bottom one off. Okay. Then I'm going to fold all this back onto that, which is just going to add more sticky where you can't see it on the front of the card. Let me put this, try not to, at least this doesn't stay on your fingers like glue does. I mean, and you could use, you know, art glitter glue, Fabri-Tac or whatever. I just, sometimes I think especially this stuff's extremely sticky. So okay, so we have it like that. Okay, so let me trim this off a little bit. So it's, well, I guess it's going to be one of those ones that sort of do that. So we'll just deal with it. And I'm going to turn it over because I want to make sure there's actually a little line along here, and that's in the actual lace itself, and that's what I'm following, trying to make sure it's keeping the same amount of ribbon on the edges. So maybe in the corners might be a little harder to keep, but we'll try. We'll do it. It'll be close. And I'm not pressing all the way down right now. I'm unraveling all that. It'll be a big mess. I'll go back around and smush it in a minute. But if I smush it down right now, I won't be able to get it undone. So that's why you might be like, well, why didn't you just put that down? It'll come off. Well, if I put it like that, it won't come off. And right now I'm trying to get it around here. So Okay. And like I said, what I may do too is I'm gonna sew around some of the things with the kit. So I may just buzz right around the edges with this and sew it into place, and this will hold it without gunking up my machine quite as much as like Fabri-Tac or something like that. Okay. Now go around with my bone folder and rub it in so it smashes into it. Then I was thinking right here where this is, I have these really cute little stickers, and I thought about putting a little maybe a little plane there. No, a little top hat. No, no. I may just put like a little bow there of some sort. I could definitely run that across there, but I really don't want to do that. And so actually that'll work, because I want to put this inside the attached to the front cover. So like if, okay, let's say this is the cover. Okay, I realize it's like, but if this is the cover, then I want to attach it on the inside, right? So that'll actually work, because I want to attach a door. You can flip, it's a flip open. Well, wouldn't work. Maybe I can put it on the back. Oh, and then the butterfly's upside down. Oh, I did that upside down is what I did. Oh, nice. That's always great. Yeah, I did, you guys. Oh, well, there's something for you to realize. Do not pay attention to your butterfly, so I'll have to put something over top that, which is fine. It's not a big problem. I actually have a couple butterflies here that I could use. I could actually put the pink one over top of it. Ooh, that's sort of cute. Or maybe the blue. That might look good. I may actually decorate underneath there with maybe some brown paper. Some of that scrunchy paper we used earlier. Let me just grab a spot of that and see what it looks like. Put it over there. And put it like that. I sort of like that. I mean, it's sort of plain, but I sort of like the fact that it's plain. But if I'm going to do that, I need to make sure that I put my butterfly the right way up, which would be this way. And I actually could do this, but I'd want it slid off this way. That way it goes in the front. And then flip it over. You have your cute little pocket, but inside of it, you've got your, this book belongs to property card to slide in there. I thought that would be sort of cute. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to leave the card in there right now. Let's pull this out. Let's make sure we get this butterfly covered up real good, and then we'll tuck the rest of it in. But I want to at least make sure, okay, make sure I've got it right side up. That is right side up. Right like that. add some glue to my little butterfly, and I'll maybe put some little diamonds or crystals in there. I don't know. I'll dig around and see what I've got, and we'll do that first thing in tomorrow's video. But yeah, I think we'll do some little gold dots down the side. I just thought. Oops. And now you guys are like, what in the world is she doing? I bet I had these. Let me cut a line of these off. I don't know how many we'll need, so I'll just cut off about 5 or 6. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is from the Dollar Tree. And it's just that gold, but it comes out sometimes. It looks so pretty. Yeah, and that'll sort of match with the gold that we've got in the pocket on the other side. Because, I mean, really, is it Paris if it does not have gold? Okay, so we'll leave that to dry. And we will be back tomorrow. We have a couple other things we're going to be doing tomorrow. But yeah, so we've got our pocket tag, and I'll put some ribbon in it. I mean, you guys know how you poke a hole and do that. So, I mean, we got our 2 little notebooks, and then we'll have our playing card pocket. Let me see if I can flip it over without that dropping off. With our pocket, with our "This Book Belongs To" in it to attach, and then we'll attach it on this side. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the inside front cover we'll figure out. I know we'll figure it out. Yeah, I really like that. I like the way it turned out. Okay, so that'll give us 4 things already to go in our journal. And tomorrow we'll have sort of like several other things. We're going to do sort of like a little mass make for our journal. And I will be back tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for bearing with me pausing because of my throat and trying to re-find everything. I appreciate your patience. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Happy crafting. Bye.